On a Tuesday, got your girl in the color she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Yo, welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuning into the open bar.
Salute.
On a Tuesday. Salute. What's today's date?
Today is the 12th.
612.
0612. Is that a lucky number for somebody?
12, no.
612.
612?
No.
216.
206?
216.
216, 612. Whatever.
Whatever.
That's probably the best thing about it is, the Caps parade today.
Caps parade was off the chain.
Shout out to the Caps.
Shout out to the Eastern Ramblers, the marching band. They did that thing today. Did y'all see them?
What?
Yes.
You just going to skip over the Caps?
Right. I'm just saying.
About some damn Eastern Ramblers?
Eastern
Y'all don't
Ramblers.
understand. Y'all don't understand.
We still don't know what it is.
Eastern Band is the best band in D.C. They the hottest marching band in D.C. And they rocked that parade today. Y'all ain't see that.
You're living off of 25 years ago.
I'm living off today.
Stuck.
Last time at band camp.
This one time at band camp.
Anyway, y'all wouldn't understand. Y'all had to see them. Them little kids, they were high stepping. They stole the show today.
That's so African American of you too. It's
right.
That's a total. It's like hockey. It's predominantly white, and it's like you just highlighted the one black thing. It's like a small portion.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They got a black player that plays.
They got one black boy on the team.
They do. Shout out to him.
It's actually
what's his name?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae.
Yes, Devontae.
How can you forget a black man named Devontae?
And is he pure?
Come on now.
Huh?
Is he 100%?
No, he's he's
mixed,
just as black as you.
Actually,
that is really
come on,
racist.
Devontae.
No,
come on, do you have to ask the question?
That could have been intentional by his dad.
Actually, there's a lot of black players that come out of Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, because hockey's huge up there, and it's
that's
a
where
lot.
The Hall of Fame is.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really start getting into hockey until 2 days ago at the thing.
For real.
That's why I posted today. I said, Are the ones who didn't know there was only 3 periods in hockey gonna be out of the parade today?
No, exactly. Hey, listen, I promise you. Listen, the night they won, right? They was like. 3 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go in the third period, and I was like, "Man, they got another period. Let's go." That's how I get in the house, right? We won. I was like, "What?"
I ain't gonna lie. Whenever once they hit the what you call it the go, I was like touchdown. I mean field goal. I didn't know.
Damn shame.
I was getting into hockey.
I mean, Dale, I got a question. You grew up in Chicago. Y'all are pretty big into hockey in that region of the country. I mean, was you into the Blackhawks like that growing up?
You watched it, but you didn't follow them, but you paid someone.
Dale, you know it's a radio show. You should get a mic.
I got a strong voice. I got a strong voice. Yeah, but you follow them. But
we ain't talking about your breath. We said.
Yeah, I agree. But one thing about the hockey game, if you ever get a chance to go out there and see him, man, Ovechkin's like 6'4", 250.
Yes.
And can move.
And no front teeth.
Yeah, you need a dental plan if you playing hockey, man. And the thing is,
most of them got dentures.
They talk so much about the NFL and concussions.
Shout out to Frankie.
They don't touch on hockey players and the shit they go through.
But this is the thing, man. When I think about it and look at them, like that's the last dude I want to fight as a hockey player, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna be hard to hurt him. Yo.
This dude is already fighting off balance. Already.
Yeah, how do you hurt him? You know what I'm saying? Because they take pain, man.
But you know what? Shout out to Oki. Is his name Obi?
Ovechkin.
Ovechkin.
Grade 8.
I don't even know his whole damn name.
Alex Ovechkin.
I just need to know his nickname. It's Obi, right? That's what we call him.
It's Hope.
That's you.
Right
Obi. Anyway, today he announced, of course, that his wife is expecting. So
nice.
a lot of stuff happening for him. And he sat there and danced to Eastern Marching Band. The Ramblers did that thing.
Yes.
And here this dude go right back to
whack.
Yo, they did that
Cut
thing.
off his mic, please.
They did that thing. Shout out to the Ramblers. I'm proud of them.
That's why the people came out tonight, really.
To see Eastern Marching Band, the Ramblers.
Man.
They going to be in studio tonight?
Yeah. Trust me, half them people coming into the city had no idea why that band was there.
Exactly.
But when they saw it,
Hey, that's what I'm saying. They probably was like,
when they saw Eastern Marchman run on
why do you have all these young black kids
that
here?
song Nights came on, them people went crazy. You should have saw them white people doing the Carlton. They was doing it. It was off the chain. It was off the chain. It was an amazing time.
That's terrible.
Anyway, shout out to the Caps, man. I'm so glad.
Man,
I was so happy.
Hey, man. They made us proud, man. Like, I mean, I'm always rooting for the home team. But I've been saying I'm gonna go to hockey for like 2 years. Like, so I'm gonna go to a game and just go in there. You know, buy a ticket, go in and just jump in. You know what I'm saying?
Should have went in there
and feel it.
And
I did on purpose. I was
Stanley
like,
Cup.
I said, no, they too rowdy. I know they drinking their beers. I'm like, let them have that.
Yeah.
Yo, but the
top of the
tickets,
season.
the tickets was like $800 minimum
Right.
for the Stanley Cup.
I believe it. And that's the 400, you think?
Probably so.
Oh my God!
But one of my partners at my job, they always give me like these, but I never take the hockey tickets. I always take the Redskin tickets or the Nationals. But I never
Hold
take
up,
the hockey.
you're a Cowboys fan, and you take the Redskin tickets.
The cheerleaders, hello, come on.
Whatever.
Cowboys had the best cheerleaders, I thought.
That's
right?
true. No, the Wizards.
That's old. That's also in the past. Their cheerleaders are bad.
I mean, I would argue.
I don't know.
I would argue Miami and the Raiders.
Yeah,
The Raiders. Miami and the
pretty.
Raiders got probably the best cheerleaders.
Well,
out there.
where did Paul Abdul start at? She's with the Lakers.
Lakers.
Oh yeah, and they were bad.
Fly girls, right?
In the
I
back
thought
of the
you
day-
started at the Eastern Ramblers.
Eastern Ramblers.
She was one of the
The marching. She was in the dance
baton
girls.
twirler.
I think Stacey Tyson was part of the dance girls at the Eastern Ramblers. I think so. She'll tell us today. She's in the building today. Yo, we got
She's
a
kind
hot
of quiet on that
She's
one.
quiet. We got a hot show today. We got, of course, the election is coming up. So coming back to Grace, your place to be. Sharice, she'll be back to talk about the big election that's coming up.
No doubt.
From DC. In DC.
I was gonna say what election?
There's one in D.C. There's one
in
in Maryland too.
Okay, but I don't know.
It's big around
Yeah, I
here.
should have
It's
brought
not
some of
that big
my
in,
paperwork,
you
man,
know,
for some of the
in
delegates.
Iowa.
So shout out to the delegates, man.
We had one last week.
Yeah.
I was at one of the rallies last week, and they were talking some good stuff. I mean, they want to do some good stuff, but it's like, the incumbents, because people don't vote in these midterm elections. Like, people don't even, it's no celebrity, it's no sensationalism with it. So it's like people just let it go by. So it's the establishment, the only ones that go vote, and they the ones that smooth with the candidates, and they stay kind of, getting their way, right?
And speaking of that, they're pretty much. What did they say they were doing with the with voters who haven't voted?
In 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years or more.
They're gonna try and purge you.
Yeah, you lose. Yeah,
They
purging
thinking
the
about
vote.
that?
No,
Yeah.
it's
out.
It's already out there.
Yeah.
They're purging you off the list.
Yes.
They can't do that, can they?
Well, that's what they was talking
that's
about
what
in the
they're
courts.
going to Supreme Court for.
Oh, right, because
They're
they wanna
taking
do
it
that.
to the Supreme Court because they're already doing it.
Because listen, think about it. Like I don't want to get into the numbers. I might mess it up, but think about it. It's probably like I want to say in like one of those little like Capitol Heights, Upper Marlboro, Camp Springs, Clinton, all that. It's probably it's a number of people that are there registered to vote. Man, it's like, man, only like about 5,000 people come out.
Oh.
And I think it's probably like
Well, it's that way in D.C. too. But that's how Marion Barry used to win. He used to get his main constituents,
few.
right? Because he only know how many what his numbers what he need to get in because he know everybody.
So that's why he had a award for.
Well, you know what? I'm
Yes.
so glad we started politics already. But when Sharice come here, we'll definitely pick back up on that. Actually,
Is that you taking control of the show?
No,
Changing
I just
thing?
No, he's doing his job. Go ahead.
No, that's smooth. I'm just trying to recognize it, give you some kudos.
shout out to the
so
alpha
that's
man
rare.
that's in the building. Yo, we're actually going to go into a quick song and come right back with our drink of the day and our beautiful guest. Miss Stacy is in the building, yo.
Stacey.
She's going to be in the pastor's lounge. So the show goes completely downhill from here. So
Stacey Dash is in the
give
house.
us a call at 202-656-1BAR.
Hey, who's out?
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
Salute. I know I say every segment is my favorite segment. This is my absolute favorite segment. This is when we introduce our what?
Drink of the day.
A drink of the day is no other than the simple Cadillac margarita, because Stacy said she liked Grand Marnier. So we did this for her today.
We're going to see what's going to happen here.
Right. So the Cadillac margarita is made with our choice of tequila. Is it Jose Cuervo tequila?
Tequila. Oh, yeah. Tequila.
Jose Cuervo tequila.
Tequila.
A shot of triple sec. And, of course, sweet and sour mix to your taste. And a splash of Grand Marnier for color. Cadillac margarita. Y'all like that? Really smooth. What do y'all think?
Very nice.
It's okay. I think it's the bartender's fault.
We'll see in 20 minutes.
I am your bartender to the stars. Don't forget that. Hello, in the place. How to be. Yo, we're going straight to our lounge today because we got the Nene Leaks of Benning Road. We got the Grand Dame of Potomac Avenue. It's in the building. Yo, Pastor, who you got in the lounge?
All right, tonight in the lounge, we got Miss Stacy Tyson. Clap your hands, give it up for her.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what's up.
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. I don't shake hands.
You shake hands? Exactly. I noticed this.
I'm going to do this. You noticed that earlier?
Oh, yeah. You give me all that Wakanda.
No.
Queen.
You know, y'all men sometimes don't do what you're supposed to do sometimes.
Lord.
She just came for us like that.
Yeah, you know.
See, okay, so speaking of men, what's going on?
What? You need some hands?
Who got you wrapped up? I want to know about the men.
Oh, he got me.
He got you wrapped up?
He got me. He got me. No, he got me.
Got you wrapped up. That's a good thing there. I mean,
all right, move on to the next.
He must be smart and strong.
Intelligent, strong mind.
Very nice. Yes. No,
go get it as well. It's same as I.
Excellent. Yeah. So look, fill us in. Tell us about what you've been up to since the Housewives of Benning Road days.
Wow.
Like, what's going on?
So that's been like 5 years. So
right.
It seemed like yesterday.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Time does fly. So since Housewives of Benning Road, I have been in a plethora of movies, plays. I have been in plays with Roosevelt Jackson, with Gil Nelson. Mm-hmm. I've been in Boss 1 and 2. I've been in YouTube series with Mitch Cradle.
Okay. Shout out to Mitch.
Shout out to Mitch. They all know I love it. It be so many people. They know my mind ain't right, but they know where my heart is on an everyday.
Absolutely.
So I can't call out everybody, but everybody know who.
All right, so
everybody knows.
And also, let me say, I don't want to leave Commodore out. I am also in King's Son. That is going to be a series, I believe, HBO series.
Really?
Ooh. Yes, that is going to be. That's King's Son, and that's with Commodore.
Now, is that already going, or is it coming? What?
No, it's coming out.
Still in the works. Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's not there yet.
Okay.
But I just thank him so much for my little role in there. But it is there.
No. Yeah. That's what's up. So you really got bit by the acting thing, and
like real good. Just for being me though. That's the thing about it.
Right,
I'm just me. Just
what
being
is King's Son about? He wanted to know.
Oh, it's a mob series. It's a mob series. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I really, and it's probably sad for me to say this, and then again, not, because, I had so much going on. I do know, because he redid it, and it became something else.
Don't spoil it, but just give a hint, though.
It's a mob series. That's all I'm telling you. That's all the hell I know.
Okay, right.
I just know what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where's it based out of? Can you say that? Where it's based out of?
Well, it's like the characters, y'all. It's so unbelievable. Well, it was really shocking for me because he has characters like, like Scarface.
Okay.
And them real like mob people, scary looking people
right.
to me.
Sure.
He has those. He has
very
everything.
believable, huh?
So this mob series that I'm telling you about, it's not like your average like put it together right here and then you do it. No, this is like well thought out, well planned, and from what I've seen, marvelous job.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's one to watch
keep
out for.
Your eyes open for King's Son.
Yes, King's Son is one to watch out
on
for.
HBO.
Yeah, as far as I know, it was going to be an HBO series.
Man, congratulations.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I will come back and correct anything that I may have said. But as far as I remember, that's what it's going to be. But you'll hear more about it.
No, well, congratulations for representing DC. You know what I'm saying?
Always home team though.
Keeping it going and all of that. Yeah.
Yes, that's what you got to do.
It ain't all about Taraji. You know, we got Stacy out there.
Yeah,
Well, I'm coming. Guess what though? She is one of the ones that like made me think about.
doors.
Hey, you open the
It can
doors for
happen.
these ones that because at one point in time, y'all remember we're all us in the same age range, but back then they
Speak for
want
yourself.
a person. Yeah, I am speaking for all of us in here tonight. Eastern Ramblers, you up here talking all
Come
this
on,
and
that's
that.
right.
Yeah. Say what
Ramblers.
you
him.
want to say, Ramblers for life, baby.
Amen. That's
Hey,
right.
and by the way, before I finish what I'm doing, hey, these margaritas right here, thank you, darling.
We got you.
Hey,
Baby.
they got me. I will take one of these over Fish Market or anybody's market any day because this is like that. I will say it.
Because you got the bartender to the stars right here.
He said, what you drink? When I told him, I said, you could just go ahead and give me wine, but I really like Grand Marnier. I got you. I'll be there early.
That's your thing, right?
Yeah, Grand Marnier. I love Grand Marnier.
Okay, so right now it's summer 2018, and I hear you working on something special.
Yes.
So tell us about that. What you got coming up?
Okay, so far what I have going on now is called Prom Reload 2018.
Prom Reload.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, it's June 30th.
Hold on. Where did it come from?
Well, let me tell you what it is, and then I'm going to get into it. It's June 30th from 6 to 9 at the Paradigm.
Okay, from 6 to 9
Gotta
at the
get that in.
Paradigm.
Yes. So what it is an event that I thought of because my daughter did not make it to her prom this year.
This year?
This year, 2018, right?
Okay.
My daughter didn't make it to her prom
Okay.
for, reasons beyond her control. So I thought that I was so hurt myself. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I was like this. I had tears coming out my eyes driving my daughter to the prom. But when we got there, the people were like leaving out, literally like coming out the door. And she was in the back, and she, we looking at, and we took her and all, but I was just like this the whole time with tears coming out my eyes, not trying to let her see me crying, with the tears rolling out my eyes that my baby
Had missed.
This is my last baby girl.
And that's a special one time.
A special. I'm not gonna do this again.
Exactly.
For my son is 8 years old,
Right.
so I'm not gonna do this again for my baby girl.
Right. No.
So I felt so bad. So I can imagine. My daughter, she's like me. She'll take it on and let it go.
She was trying to be strong.
And she
that.
was.
Yeah.
And she was stronger than I was.
Okay.
So when I saw that, I was like, no. Because she going to let it go. But me, the way I felt, I know goodness well.
I got to do something.
It's some other kids out here somewhere that did not make it to their prom, and they are so hurt.
Yeah.
And if they felt anyway, and kids, I'm grown. And I can take it.
Yeah.
And I know if they felt any way that I felt, baby, I don't want a child to feel like that, especially in these day and time. Mm-hmm. You don't want a child to be really disappointed for something that they worked so hard for these few years that they have been in high school.
Sure, it's a once in a lifetime thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You don't do it again. And then, never know what you may go through at the end of it. So I said, no, I'm going to, think about this. And I just woke up with it.
You found a way. You said, we're going to throw a prom.
I said, I'm going to have a prom.
And for a baby girl, plus anybody else who missed theirs, can also jump in and be a part of it, right?
Yep, but the thing about it, though, my daughter, being my daughter, she still did not want it to be about her.
Right.
So, with that being said...
You raised an awesome girl, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot beautiful.
She ain't
Beautiful
selfish,
from top to bottom, so she's not selfish, so why not? Even though she felt the way she felt, she was comfortable with what happened. She was just comfortable. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't, because I still want to see a redo.
And her enjoy that moment.
I still want people to see my baby girl go to the prom just like her sisters went to the prom.
Absolutely.
And that's what I wanted for other people.
So this is what happened inside of you, and it came out Prom Reload.
Yep, Prom Reload. Off the top. I was trying to think of the name. First thing came to my head was Prom Reload.
All right, so now you're going to throw this prom, right?
Yes.
Anybody can come who missed their prom or wants to do their prom again, they can come?
Okay, this is the thing.
Okay.
Now, I want to
How do you get invited to this yet?
I'm getting ready to tell you. RSVP. Hey, you got a pen and paper? Get your phone out.
Yeah,
let me wet my whistle. Wait a minute.
The Cadillac Margarita.
Cadillac Margarita. Oh, right. Open bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the thing. Now, being as though, this day and time, 2018, the kids, they going to make sure they show up and show improve, right? Hey, I'm glad. But it's for the ones, again, that I say that missed theirs. So what we're doing is brownpapertickets.com. You can RSVP. Mm-hmm. And you can, I strongly suggest you bring a date. I do strongly suggest that.
Right.
Because I don't want you to feel alone.
Yeah.
Even though, you may have people, it's people going to be that you don't know.
Right.
Unlike your school event.
Right.
But I suggest you bring somebody with you that you can be comfortable.
Like really do it.
Because I want you to really have a nice time.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my suggestion.
Okay.
So all in all, what it started out to be is seniors of 2018 of any high school that missed their prom for whatever reason.
Especially for them.
Especially for them, whether it's D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, if you're flying in from California, Africa, North America.
No matter, right?
Come on, June 30th. Come on, we'll be there. As long as you RSVP and your stuff matching up with mine, let's have a ball.
For sure. Now hold on. The kids bought tickets to their prom, so is there a ticket?
No, everything is free.
Really?
Yes,
Man.
Everything is free. No charge to anybody walking through that door as long as you RSVP. It's stipulations on the RSVP that the guidelines you must follow.
Right.
As long as you follow those guidelines. And I just want honesty. I'm not going to look at nobody's school records and nobody's Instagram pictures. I'm not doing none of that. Because I'm on the honesty level here. It's honesty is really for these kids that missed it. So come on, enjoy yourself. And what I ask is you take your pictures prior to coming to the venue. Mm-hmm. Because we don't have the space, to have people taking their pictures. But also I want to say, the prom season has pretty much ended. Graduations are ending. So you can get you some discounts on these cars if you missed the prom. Everything that you will be paying all that money for.
You can get a nice price for it now.
Baby,
right?
You can get a reduction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
What is the website address again?
brownpaperticket.com. And it's prom reload. So just go on there and RSVP.
Yeah, you probably can even Google prom reload and it probably would.
Yeah, I believe
put
that
you to the
went in there. Yeah.
Brownpaperticket.
Yeah, brownpapertickets.com.
Oh, very.
And as well, it's on my Instagram and Facebook, Stacey Tyson.
Okay. And going down June 30th.
June
6
30th.
to 9.
6 to 9 we have, and I'm incorporating some other things into it too. You know what I'm saying?
Some little fun things about it.
Yeah, some new excitement for them.
I know you're going to have
little surprises. We're going to do whatever's going to be nice.
I know you're going to have a good DJ in the house.
Yes. We have DJ Blackberry, actually.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
all right.
Not
DJ
the Blackberry. Oh.
You know Blackberry?
Yeah, everybody know him. So I'm just playing.
I'm going to smack that shit. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute.
Good, you good.
Let me smack my whistle again.
I'm sure he's good.
That's so cool though that you did that, and I think you know what, people need to, what I'm saying, whenever somebody takes an initiative like that, and the fact that you're throwing it for free. And you got the spot, the DJ.
And the thing is, when you have people when you have a good cause,
mm-hmm.
You have people that will support you.
Sure.
When you do good and you're positive, you're on a positive and you're trying to do, this is like pretty much going to be my second event. A few years ago, I did Girls to Women.
Okay.
And that was an empowerment for young teens.
Young ladies.
Yeah, young ladies. So I did that, and that was a great turnout.
Okay.
And due to my mom being sick, I was unable to really follow back up on that, but I'm getting ready to pick back up on that strong. After this, I'm going to try to make this like a every year thing, because this is going to be, like I said, a lot of people don't miss their proms, but I don't care if I have 10 people, but guess what? Those are 10 people that missed their prom.
Right. Yep, exactly. And they're going to actually get a chance to enjoy it.
And get a chance to enjoy themselves. I have, I'm going to do love bags for them.
Very nice.
It's going to be set up really pretty,
have
like
a fly
I
photographer
said.
there.
All the time. A Big Shot Scott going to be there, and we're going to have
Scott.
Mitch
You got
Cradle.
Big Shot Scott too?
Yes, Mitch Cradle is doing the videography. You already know I got my team.
Okay. No.
I got my team.
Listen, thank you for coming to the show and sharing all that information. So,
Of course.
we salute you. That's like real queen of you to just throw something fly like that and say everybody can come, anybody can come who missed their prom.
Yeah.
That's fly.
But hold up. Let me back it up a notch. I was on the phone today. Shout out to Micheline Bowman. Oh my God, I love her so much.
Micheline, we know Micheline.
Yes, shout out. That's my girl. We were on the phone today talking. Now, I am also extending this invite. This invite, I'm extending the prom reload invite to adults that have spouses.
See, that's what I heard. That's
that
what I heard.
Missed their prom.
Who have spouses. I have
And never had
somebody who came to me and was like, my wife, oh my God, that is so nice. My wife missed her prom. I said, you know what? RSVP.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Let us know you're going to be in the house. Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
That's what made me ask you to come on the show. 'Cause I heard you talking about it on your Facebook Live, and you were saying how you talked to a woman who missed her prom because she was pregnant and she wasn't able to go to her prom.
Man, let me tell you something. You know what? I want everybody, like I said, if you miss your prom as an adult, this is for our seniors. Believe me, I know, you know, what the numbers looking like, and I know everything. And these seniors going to have their time. But also, it's nothing like being our age, and it's memories that we want at this day and time.
Yeah.
So if it's anything, that's love right there. If you got your man come home and say, babe, hey, June the 30th, I need you to, you know, dress up real nice, baby. I'm going to take you out, and we're going to have a date night or whatever. And he rolled up, and man, and she see this and what's going to be going on in all this prom, whether it's he or she. Baby, that's love.
Wow.
I'm about to do my sisters. My team throw the slingshot. Security.
Hey.
To the left, 9 o'clock.
All right, so Stacey Tyson, thank you for coming.
Thank you so
it's
much.
It's Prom Reload, brownpaperticket.com.
Yes, sir.
It's going down June
30th
at
6
6
to 9.
o'clock, at 6 to 9 at Paradigm.
Paradigm.
So you got to RSVP so that we know you're coming and you're going to be in the house.
That's
all
right.
Our
That's right.
open bar, we might surprise you. We might come up there and just shout you out, or, you know, hang out and
Surprise
just you help scream. You know,
Did she say we got RSVP?
If you gonna surprise me, but you got to bring some gifts if you surprise somebody. Because I'm ignoring y'all ain't they ain't RSVP. They say, Stacey, we got something. Okay, wait a minute, y'all RSVP. Hold up, let me get them in here first.
Now
bring a bottle.
Before we let you go though, I gotta put you into some tight relationship questions because we always try to get relationship advice.
Well, she's not leaving though. You know she's
out of the guest. Yeah, I know, but just to close out her segment real quick, you know, just to put it in.
If you closing out my segment, I'm rolling.
Don't be like that. You don't hang around and be a part of the show. The rest of the show, we need.
You gotta finish your drink.
Exactly.
Oh, I gotta finish my drink.
You can't take that outside.
Oh, this one got glass. We can't take the. Oh, and they got glasses.
See, exactly.
Ooh.
Now I need to know, just based on that drink you're having right now, right? Do you think you can be in love with two people at the same time?
Ooh.
No, I don't want to. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay.
Selfish.
You can be in love with two people. You don't believe it? You couldn't do it.
You mean relationship wise?
Yeah, do you think somebody could be in love with two people at the same time?
He ain't talking about a train. He talking about.
I'm talking, but now, come on now. I got people thinking on different levels.
You
so
right,
I want to know,
right.
are you talking about relationship wise?
Yeah, relationship wise, yeah.
No, not me. No.
Okay. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Nah.
No?
No.
She said no.
Shout out to Mrs. Stacey Tyson. Y'all give her a hand. Thank you for coming to Open Bar tonight. We appreciate you.
Yo, your love.
Thanks for having me, y'all. This is great.
Wow. But you gonna stay with us the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'm going to stay because y'all got me out here.
We got you, yo. We'll go to some hot topics.
We do the drink, we'll get you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some hot talk because I got a little ways to go. And we got some more of this left.
Oh, we good. We good.
Oh,
drink
hell,
up,
I'll
drink
be
up.
right here. Man, the crew
Yeah, you ain't got to sip that. You can let it go.
You can let it go. Yo, we going to
Oh, we'll have you. Hey, let me just say this real quick, though. Y'all, I'm on the Ladies of the China Pink Show. Y'all tune in on Sundays from 5 to 6. Win DC Radio, Ladies of the China Pink Show.
Okay.
We're coming up. We're doing big things. We're starting to do really big things. Coming up as a lot of women on the panel. You know, you can sometimes have a whole lot of people.
No, I get it.
Not women.
I get it. No,
Yeah,
no.
but it's been
when
great.
y'all start launching everything out, let us know.
Yeah, you come back.
Yeah,
man,
we're gonna have
put it on the
y'all on
show.
there. We've been a couple of ladies have been up here on
They've been on
different
the head
shows here, but
Okay.
yeah, just want to let y'all know that.
We
Girl.
got you. You know we your biggest fan.
All right, I love it.
Yo, Stacey will be here all night. Give us a call at 202-656-1 We'll be right back with Hot
Damn,
Topics.
I ain't gonna be here no damn all night. You know.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, snap now. Sunshine. Welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar. Salute. Yo, we're sitting here sipping on the Cadillac margarita made with our choice of Jose Cuervo tequila, a splash of triple sec, and a splash of Grand Marnier. Oh, and sour mix for your taste. Definitely a great drink. Salute.
Good drink.
Country, is rocking our shirt. Stand up, Country, show him.
First of all, Jacob, you need to lighten that camera up.
No, that's your skin putting. But
that's the dark side of the moon.
Right.
That's terrible.
Look, it's still dark.
That's just a sharecropper skin. But anyway, the shirt he's rocking.
Got a shadow for a shadow.
You order those shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds benefit the people of Puerto Rico. People,
Stop lying.
Less than 20% of those people still don't have electricity, and we're trying. We're trying to raise.
If they don't have electricity, how they gonna wash their shirts?
We have
if it
a
gets
goal.
dirty sometimes.
We have a goal of $5,000.
$5,000, and we've so
raised
far,
every
raised
bit
a
of
grand total.
$9.95.
Yeah.
So we're
How
doing
much?
$9.95.
I say
We're this close to our goal, people.
by the time
Help us out.
we get
You
close,
have a GoFundMe page?
Ambition.
by the time we get close to our goal, Puerto Rico
They're gonna
gonna be
have
fully
electricity.
rebuilt.
You know what?
Hey, first of all, they still only got 90%.
Yeah, they heard.
Yeah, for real. You're right about that. And Puerto Rico before the hurricane,
You know what?
was not.
like it was on.
Yeah.
Just
Up
because
to
we're
par
willing to
before.
make that a punchline, open bar really ain't ish for that, right?
Yes.
We use it as a punchline every week, right?
We should find a new cause. We should find
We trying to fill this cause.
Maybe.
But if people would donate, we
Right.
could get a new cause.
First of all, what was done with the $9.95, Ron?
It's still in their account.
Nah, they
It's a
said
triple sack right there.
we got $9.95, but PayPal took $3.
PayPal took
Right.
3, so
Get ready to ask, what is it?
And we owe somebody $6.
we owe somebody $6. So we got.
Wait a minute. You had a negative balance in your GoFundMe account?
That's what shape we in.
My man
We-
had
we
a
are in our
negative
bag.
It's
balance.
the open bar.
I love it. I love it.
Everybody know my gold card bounce every week, but it comes back.
My rush card.
My
The
rush
rush
card
card.
bounce
You know,
every
you ain't shit when your rush card and
Okay.
still bouncing.
I went to a
They want
hotel.
to accept a
I
rush.
went to a hotel in New York, and the
My
lady,
dude,
They
get
said,
it.
what is
No,
this?
the lady was like,
Hey,
okay, we're gonna need to put a hold on your card for $1,300. I said, okay, if you can find it.
Hey, Russell Simmons don't even use that shit, man.
She probably said,
I
sir,
was like,
we can't run this
find
through
it.
our machine. We can't do this.
It don't even fit.
We're not allowed to run these rush cards.
It's shape.
This a Dave and Buster's card you showing us.
I was like, my sponsor
It's
told me
equivalent
this
to
trip was
David Buster.
covered.
Basically,
You know
I
what?
was like, my sponsor told me this trip was covered. I didn't know how to come on my own pocket, but if you can find
On
it.
some real shit.
Hey, when I
You know
travel
the
for
first
business,
thing you
that's the
do.
first thing I ask. Like,
Right
is
up-
this on
hold
my
up for
card or
1
your
minute. Let
card?
me call this.
That's what I did.
But a
Right
rush
there, I got on the
card.
phone immediately. I was like, hello, the funds. And
But-
they
but
told me I had to pay for my own room.
Yeah,
I'm
But
like,
I'm
we know it's not there because we didn't put it there. You got that.
I'm gonna tell you this: if I had to pay for something though on the low, it will be with a rush card.
yeah, they can't track.
But they can't.
Oh, really?
No, it's like a track phone.
No,
They
I'm-
can't be. It
I'm
can't
telling
be
you,
tracked.
people. Let's say,
Are you serious?
yo,
It
I'm
can't
like,
be. Oh, Dale, come on now,
Like, people-
come on. You
That's
can't.
why you can't find this dude.
I'm telling you, like,
They didn't told on themselves.
listen, people. Then let's say that you had an apartment. Here, say that you didn't pay for. You just walked out on the
Hey,
lease.
he using his
Oh, no,
rush
listen,
card for
people.
auto pay.
You know how they. You know how they lean? They
giving you pointers.
put a lien on your checking. They can't do that on a rush card because they can't
Damn
find
shame.
it.
First of
Now I
all,
know.
why would a person get a rush card?
Because you get paid 3 days.
Because
early.
you want to rush the hell on up out of wherever you trying to pay for what you paying for.
Exactly. You got it.
Trying to rush up out of there.
And plus, you get paid 3 days.
I'm trying to rush up out of there.
And plus, you get paid 3 days early.
I hate to
Yeah.
throw water on the fire.
I'll co-sign a checking account if you need one.
I hate to throw
I
water on
have
the
a
fire,
terrible
but
checking account.
we not promoting rush cars no more, man.
Why not?
You keep talking about Russ Scott, man.
You get paid 3
Russell
days.
got enough money.
Hey
Russell,
Russell, if you're listening, send a few cards.
Oh, Russell don't own it no more.
Right, we're gonna be like the Cash App. Refer a friend and get $5. What we did, you gonna get a whole lot of dollars back.
Yeah, folks gonna be trying to Google the Russ.
But
Scott.
now Russ don't own the card, so now it's called the Me Too card. So
No, it's not.
Oh, that's cold, dog. That's cold.
You say it, my nigga.
I'm just saying.
Your dick on your ass is getting shorter and shorter, and I'm not gonna follow you straight to hell. I'm telling you. You know what? I'm not going with you.
That was actually
We
good.
would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge the beautiful Sharice that walked in the building.
Yeah.
Shout out to Commissioner Crawford, y'all.
The commissioner.
And she's gonna talk to us about some politics in our
Commissioner.
next segment, yo.
Yeah.
She gonna fill in with Big Country. They gonna go in the lounge. I don't
Do
know
you
what
know
they gonna do in
Commissioner
the lounge.
Gordon?
Yeah, she
Do you
gonna-
guys like communicate from time
She
to
know
time?
everybody.
She's gonna win.
Commissioner Gordon.
She know everybody.
No, Gordon. Just from Gotham.
Oh Lord, he's a mess.
I just threw it out there.
Commissioner
out
Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon.
So y'all ready for some hot topics?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Everybody
Yeah.
cool? Hot topics. So of course, I'm
Hold
promoting
on, before
this
you
show.
go into this, just next time we say hot topic, we need a sound effect.
Oh,
Because you always set it up like something's gonna
That's
happen.
almost like Hot
then
Pockets.
you go, it's-
Hot Topic.
It be the same stuff.
We need
Do,
something.
do, do, do.
Tokyo got beat up on Love and Hip Hop.
she did. Y'all see that? But anyway,
I was only bullshit.
Let's
I was
go
only
slow, let's go
bullshit.
Hold on, but that's part of my hot topic.
How do you
But-
Just
know?
the fact that you watch Love and
I
Hip Hop.
thought you and you got a TV.
Yeah, secretly he
All
watching
right,
Love and
calm
Hip Hop. That's what
But
he's
Love and
doing.
Hip Hop is just
I forgot he got a boo now. He been cuddling up over his boo
Exactly. He
house.
got all soft.
She got me watching Love and
It's
Hip
all right,
Hop.
but
Damn.
Love and Hip Hop is the bomb.
Pausing it and
Love and
stuff.
Hip Hop is the bomb. How can you not watch
Here's the trade off. For her to watch See, I'm a cartoon person. For her to watch
watch
Dragon Ball
Z?
Super with me, I have to watch
You
Love
watch
and
Dragon
Hip Hop.
Ball Z?
And see,
How
yeah,
Household is all dysfunctional.
35 and still watching that shit.
Anyway, back to hot topics. We get back to Tokyo later. Of course, everybody here. I don't know you brothers. I've been trying to get y'all to watch this series that Jada Pickett has been putting on Facebook. It's called The Red Table.
Red Table.
It is
Red
the
Top
absolute bomb. So this last episode was kind of funny because it spoke about the daughter Willow spoke about how did she learn about sex. She said she ran in on her parents, Will and Jada, having sex when they were in.
What position were they in?
I hope
That's
it-
what I want to know.
All I
Doggy
thought
style.
about-
Now you want to
So
be Mr.
what I
Nasty.
thought about is the
On
scene
top
from-
of her?
what I thought about was the scene from Jason Lyric. I was like,
He had her from the back, choking around the neck.
Willow girl, if you didn't ran in on them and Jada was like this, girl.
she did that.
If she was
But
like that.
Jada also talked about her addiction to toys, sexual toys. And
Yeah, I
said,
heard a clip about masturbation.
Come over here and sit beside Pastor.
masturbation.
She had addiction to masturbation.
I'm up. I'll see you cats next week.
All right.
That's actually a real
Now, wait a
sex
minute,
addiction,
who had
apparently.
that?
That's
Jada
actually.
or her son,
Jada Pickett said that
Jada said she did.
Jada
She can't get in on it because she want to be safe, right?
That's
You gotta
actually a real sex addiction. You know, people who are addicted to masturbating.
be masturbating.
Yeah.
No, I mean-
apparently, like,
We understand.
Well,
that,
is it an addiction if you just do it every day? Because then I would have a
Ron,
problem.
you need to stop.
No.
Ron, you need to stop.
Didn't they tell you was going blind?
Well, what is an addiction then? If you don't do it every day, well, what is an addiction?
No, addiction means you do it like more than like
Well,
4 times a day?
like
No,
you miss
no,
the work.
No,
doing it.
Yeah, see,
you do it
see.
more than it's frequent.
No,
I mean-
no.
No,
Addiction.
if you do it to go to sleep,
No,
You miss work to masturbate? You don't go to work?
No,
Or you doing it on your way to work.
I'm gonna tell you what. You know you in too deep. You
Oh,
know.
you ready to
Hold
work
on.
in the car?
You know you too
At the
deep.
light.
You know you in too deep when you're coming up with too many creative ways to beat off.
oh my god,
You know.
this show is going downhill.
hey, listen.
y'all really changed.
Before
it
it to be an addiction, it has to be compulsive. So it has to be
Be compulsive.
like you skipping out on engagements and missing deadlines.
Or you
and
just
stuff
have
like
to
that.
do it.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. But I mean, somebody you might have
We
to do
could
it
be
though.
sitting right here at the,
you might have to
table
do
at
it.
happy hour and not just pull a bullet out. I got me a fanny pack right here.
Don't
And I'm just going to do like this. Yeah.
stay.
Who's to say you don't have one of those remote bullets and you got it on right now?
You know?
That's funny
what
right
I'm
there.
saying. I mean,
That was
who knows?
good.
How you know?
God bless her.
You know
God
what I'm
bless.
saying?
I'll tell you one thing though. If you told me that was a true story, I'd be like, man, I really like her.
But for real though, it happened.
Jada Pinkett spoke about her. She said she had to stop. She went completely cold turkey without sex for about a year or so to redeem her.
Without beating off.
But I remember her making a statement saying that she was doing this when she was taking this sabbatical from men. Like she wasn't gonna sleep with anybody.
She wasn't gonna sleep with anybody. Yeah.
Which is what I kind of suggested. That's
so what did Will do?
Will, because I guess
this is before Will.
This before
this is before Will. So
and Willow basically talked, but it never said if Willow is a virgin or not. I couldn't really.
No, well, she's not. She's masturbating.
She's masturbating.
At least that.
But I don't
she's still a virgin.
She's still a virgin.
Now I didn't know that mom.
Yeah.
That mom.
If she's
Wait a minute. If she masturbated so hard that she tore her hymen, baby, let me tell you something.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that masturbation
like
changed you from being a virgin. I'm just saying that.
That's some hell of a masturbation, ain't it, sister?
I'm just saying that she's definitely masturbating, but what she had sex, we don't know.
They never acknowledged it.
But
her best friend was on the show, and
she
said that she's having sex because actually Jada Pinkett kind of busted her out, saying, "I even know when your friends had sex." And when she looked at her, I was like, "Now that's kind of cold."
Because she was reading her diary.
But the fact that they were that open with each other.
Can you come to the mic? Can you come to the mic?
She rejected the mic. Now she's
right now. She got something to say, Commissioner.
Come on, sister. Come on over here.
No, come over here in the mic, in the camera.
No,
I'll stay off camera.
Oh, you're still okay.
How old is Willow anyway?
She's 18.
Okay,
17,
okay.
18. Well,
I think the conversation in itself is going to change how people start having conversations at home.
Exactly, with their kids.
You know what I mean? Because I can't tell for your homes, but when was the last time we had the dinner table talk or the dinner table conversations? And so I'm really hoping that this inspires dinner table conversations between in homes and families. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And having open conversations without judgment, without this thing that we all do, and I think you'll see a lot more change in our communities.
Right. Well, I mean, I agree with you. I wrote the book on that. You know what I'm saying?
I
read the book.
Did you?
You did. You wrote the book on masturbation.
So I mean, the whole
it
point.
was the number one book seller. It was
the whole point. It's communication.
Well, my whole point in the book though was to try to help people lift the stigma of guilt and shame off your sexuality. Like because you're sexual, you shouldn't feel bad about it. And parents feel uncomfortable talking about it. They make their kids feel uncomfortable talking about it. But everybody's doing it. But you don't want to say nothing about it. And so how can you teach? And
that's why I give Willow her props. I mean, Jada Pinkett her props. And she said that because she was like, she wanted to have an open relationship for children.
She got it. She understood.
Exactly. Man, she really did a great job. But everybody talked bad about those kids. Because last week's episode, they talked about how they grew up.
Right.
And those kids they did do things that probably our person wouldn't go. Like Jaden Smith, he had his first apartment when he was 15. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she raised him when she knew that he was mature enough to do it.
I mean, I had a similar conversation with my parents growing up when in regards to sex. Like, I came to my mom's like, yo, moms. And I shouldn't have done it while she was driving. I need some rubbers. I need some rubbers. So my mom's...
Your mom, was she horrified?
She had that look on her face.
She was horrified.
She was like, okay. Like, I'll let you know right now, I'm having sex. I said, I'm doing it right now.
Well,
he said, I'm doing it. God damn it, I'm doing it.
That's how you got to talk to your mom.
My pops, that nigga was a pure savage. I asked my pops. I remember,
Dad, I'm stroking.
I asked my pops at 16. Yo, man, how you get a girl to have sex with you? Man, just whip your dick out. That's what he said. Yeah. And that worked 99% of the time.
But as a father, I
that's the reason for me too, right there.
It worked 99% of the time.
Now, my daughter...
We have our own Gary Russell Simmons on stage tonight.
Right. Now, my daughter came to me and she told me that she wanted to get on birth control. And I admit, and I was like, hell no, but then I thought about it.
After talking to him. Told you.
I feel like I remember this season.
Yeah. We
everybody
around the same time.
Everybody talked to me about it, and I was like, but then I was kind of happy that she came to me.
I've been around for a little
and
bit,
I was like, and I, no,
that was good.
I'm kind of glad.
And this is the thing, one of the things I try to teach people in, building their relationship ability to communicate with any loved one, kids, family, husband, spouse, whatever, is you have to control. You have to control your reaction and your response, right? Your reaction and your response should be two different things.
Exactly.
Most people have them the same, right? Your reaction, you could be horrified, but your response has got to be more measured, right? So when you respond to people, whatever they say to you, you got to let people feel comfortable to be honest.
Yeah.
You can't cry, I want you to tell me the truth, be honest, but then if somebody's honest, you melt down.
Exactly.
Why you tell me this? Because nobody wants to see you go off or melt down in front of them, so they're not going to tell you the truth if that's what you're going to do. So your reaction might be horrifying, but your response should be responsible and more like, okay, let's talk about this later. If you don't know what to say, just say, let's talk about it later.
Well, I'm going to say me. What happened with me was, see, I'm the only girl.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no sisters. You know, so I grew up with the fellas.
Right.
You know, so
Tomboy.
I am like a late one to have sex and stuff like
The
that.
brothers wouldn't let you. They was blocking.
Yeah, you know, they tearing the house down. You what? Coming to who? What? You know, back then you hearing shit. You ain't my sister. I heard Stacy say what? You know, and
they
all
ain't
that.
having it, right.
So what I did was, even though I was a late bloomer as far as sex.
Okay.
And what I did was, Pennsylvania Avenue, right over Pennsylvania Avenue. It's that little house right there. And at that time, you could go and get birth control pills without your parents knowing that you was getting birth control.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a Planned Parenthood situation. So I said, oh, yeah. I'm scared to death.
You ain't even having sex yet. You just want to get on the birth control.
I ain't having no type of nothing. You come rubbing too hard. I'm running. You ain't. Yeah, that's what it was. I ain't lying. Come on over my house. Who?
What's up, girl?
I gotta go to practice.
When you gonna let me suck
That's
them
what
toes?
it was. All that. I'm ducking. I was ducking all that. I was ducking all of it.
Wow.
So I went though because I did know that eventually I was getting older and it was gonna happen.
Right.
And I would rather be safe.
Then sorry, yeah.
And y'all know back then and nowadays.
That's right.
We was doing it. Well, I wasn't doing it.
I was rubbing my woman's feet.
I started doing it, but when people was doing it, they was doing it. And you was more so worried about getting pregnant.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Versus AIDS and stuff like that.
Or getting caught.
Our epidemic was pregnancy.
Yeah. You want to get caught.
The boy had class.
Because when you're young,
it was pregnancy.
You gotta use your mom and daddy stuff.
You get your little STDs. You know what I'm saying? Not little, but I'm just saying.
They were back in the day.
They were back then because the biggest thing was pregnancy.
Yeah, no shot.
It was pregnancy. So that's mainly what was in my head.
At
so
7.
when I went over there, and this was like I was getting ready to go to junior high school. Yeah, that's when it was. It was like in junior high school.
So
and
did you pull the trigger?
I'm leaving. No, hell no. I ain't do nothing until I got to high school. I don't know.
You ain't do nothing till you got in high
Nope,
school.
till I got the Eastern Ramblers. That's
Ramblers,
let me tell y'all
I
something.
don't know. He wasn't no Rambler man.
At 16,
But
I started rubbing
But
feet.
that's what. But sometimes, kids. Like I said, with me growing up, I didn't have any sisters, so I really didn't have anybody I can talk to and be like,
yeah, how did
I
you do
didn't
this?
came
Right?
on, I didn't did this. But I had a good relationship with my mom. But on that level, she wasn't ready for that.
Heck no.
I wasn't ready for it either, but I
what
prepared it. What I did was I prepared myself. So when I did decide to do it,
right.
it was no. I wasn't gonna get pregnant. I do know that
You
for
put
a
some stuff
fact.
together. No, I get that.
You
but
know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that couldn't. Well, in our time, it was much better than it was now.
Right.
A lot of kids don't have a.
Well, the
older
consequences
person
weren't as strong as they are now because you have sex the wrong way, wrong time, wrong person. It can be messed up, right? But beyond that though, I think though what you're saying is like it's still very true today. A lot of, particularly in our African American community, people don't know how to. We don't know how, even listening to some. I believe some African American people listening to that conversation with Jada Pinkett Smith and them don't even feel comfortable with them talking like that.
Yeah, because the mother was horrified.
Because a lot of houses
Jada Pinkett's
don't do
mother
that.
was
They don't do
horrified.
that.
She was
Listening
like,
to this, right?
she was
I heard
like,
that she learned
said
from her grandmother or something.
Yeah, Jada learned from her grandmother.
Her mother said that her grandmother, but Jada Pinkett's mother did not want to have this conversation with her granddaughter.
Exactly.
And she really wasn't comfortable. Like they asked her questions, and she was like, "I'm not answering that on air." So she was still, even though she had Jada, even though she had Jada Pinkett when she was 14. So obviously she was doing something. So
right, which
Y'all also got to look at it like that. Jada Pickett's mother was in her 60s. It was a different time.
No, what I'm saying is, when she had Jada Pickett when she was, 15, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Shoot, so...
No, that's what I'm saying. That just we are not comfortable talking about sex. Period. And I'm just saying that to the point, and it's okay to not want to get into gory details and stuff like that on camera and stuff like that. That makes sense, right?
Right.
But I'm saying, just collectively, we got to be a little bit more open to have conversations,
right?
Especially with our kids.
So I mean. So my salute woman go to Jada Pickett. I think she's doing a great job raising.
Shout out to Jada Pickett.
Yeah, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying?
And
because
the Red Table was amazing. It's an amazing show. If you guys have not watched it, you can go back and watch all the other. I think that show needs to be on national TV.
Shout out to Jada Pickett's mom.
We just talked about her.
Did you see her? I'm just saying. Did you see her bikini pic?
Yeah, it's old.
Lord,
we showed it last week on the show.
Yeah, we did show. She is bad.
She's bad. She looks good, and she looks good on the show too. Her face is kind of her age, but
I'll say this. I'll say this. The only thing I think Jada Pinkett's career has been perfect, except for one thing.
What's that?
Her getting that surgery.
What surgery?
What surgery?
On her face.
She ain't got no surgery.
She got
on her
surgery?
face.
What surgery?
Yeah, she got surgery on her face.
No, I think it's just. I don't think it's surgery. I think it was Botox.
She had whatever it was. It was surgery. You know, she had surgery. She's a new face, and I'm like this. You know what? Other than that, her roles have been great. Her attitude's been great. You know, she's been a perfect career,
man. She was wonderful in
perfect career.
That Girl Trip. She was hilarious in Girl Trip.
Is Botox
but anyway, again,
salute kind of old and Girl
Well,
Trip.
I mean,
salute mom again to Jada Pickett while I tried to move on.
Yeah, we with you. No, we with you. Salute.
Real quick. I know we talking about politics, but I thought something kind of funny would be in hot topics. Of course, the Eagles again, like we talked last week, they decided they were not going to come to the White House dinner party. So, but an article came out that Trump still threw a sort of like the sports party. Did anybody hear about that?
And who showed up?
Well, he hired these Republicans. He hired them to act like they were sports figures.
No,
I'm telling you. Did you
no, he
have to look it up? It's the truth.
No, he didn't.
He hired these people.
He did not. He did not hire.
And then if you look at some of the interviews, these guys were talking, answering questions. They couldn't answer questions about sports, and people were like, "What? Well, who are you?"
No, he didn't.
It was hilarious.
No, he didn't.
He was like, "The show going to come on." So, Trump is really doing a reality show in the White House.
Well, did you think anything different? Where did he come from? For real,
I wouldn't
come
think
on
they
now.
would have hired.
This man is for nothing but reality shows and business.
I'm gonna say this about Donald Trump, yo. To be 70? What? How old is he?
72.
72.
Yesterday.
He
One
probably
was
is really
one
on a
of
personal level. Probably just a fun dude. Like you probably have a blast with him, just hanging out.
But you're gonna have to overlook his remarks. I got
we
that.
ain't giving him no love on that. We not giving him no love on
all
that.
that you say, but I got him throughout the whole day throwing some little slick shit up in there.
Him being fun doesn't change the fact that he's probably
but
an
that's
a-hole.
what I'm saying.
He's
So that's what will damper your day because he can be funny. We can be going through this for a half an hour, then he gonna throw a slick one in.
Oh, he gonna grab you
but at the same time, it's expected from him simply because of who he is. You know what I'm saying? You expect that from him.
But no, what she's saying is correctly because he's the kind of person who has like a black guy that he really likes, and then he'll mistreat another black guy.
This is my black
like while
friend.
you hanging with him, he'll mistreat this person just because he only mess with his friends.
Hold on.
If you ain't his friend,
if you're not close to him, you're not.
He don't
in
mess
circle,
with you.
He don't mess with you.
And if you ain't got no money, he don't mess with you.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he don't mess with us.
This person right here is showing you that I'm cool with the blacks.
Come on now. Wow.
You know, I mean, what he did for the young lady is really good and all. But so now all the black people supposed to look up to him because
I'm gonna say this about in regard to that regard to him. Trump is surprisingly has made some. He's one of the few presidents that have acknowledged that our judicial system is corrupt and have issues.
Yeah.
And you could say that he's doing this for the purpose of the ratings. I mean, like Ron said.
Of course he is.
Like Ron said, he's a reality star.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. Absolutely.
So, I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, it's a lot going on. He pardoned the young lady. He pardoned a young lady a couple of weeks back.
That was
Allison
Johnson.
Johnson.
What really happened?
Well,
Alice.
But I'm mad.
She went in game some
No,
head.
but
Don't be trying to do
but
that.
they also
Look, he just
they
said, I want
also
to feel the shower,
said,
man.
you know, Kim wasn't the only one though.
Kanye said he was dead
Regardless,
free now.
regardless,
She wasn't the only one who
decent
actually had been about her.
regardless, you making a deal with the devil.
No, we with that. Absolutely.
But you know what? Another thing, that was going to be a part of my hot topics today. And I'm glad
That
y'all
hot
brought
topics
that
of
up.
politics. I think that's politics.
But-
Let's talk about that.
But
Prison reform.
Kim did an interview where the guy asked her, this guy I'm seeing, he asked her, are you now, actually, what's the guy? Don Lemon. Asked, he said, now are you
Trump support.
are you promoting Trump or you saying that you support Trump? Because by you going there, it seemed that you did that. She said, no, my husband already gave him some sort of recognition. And then she said,
So her husband gave her some head.
The damn blind leading the blind.
her husband got grabbed by the pussy.
Man, you
But
know
I'm
what?
just saying-
You know what?
But-
see y'all.
But she also,
What time is it?
Basically.
she didn't make any sense when she
You know
kept
what,
saying
y'all-
that.
y'all
Well, all
ignorant
thing
as
I needed
shit.
her to say was, I went there to get a job done. I got it done. Whether it was Barack, whether it was Hillary, and that would have made her come across so well. But she kept trying to say, no, I just went, she just didn't make any sense.
But you
It felt
heard,
really bad for her.
Well,
You heard-
it just
you heard
made it
his,
come forward more
you-
because she wasn't the only one. She was it was
Other people
other
came out
people who
to-
the same lady
You heard.
that people have been advocating for this same lady.
Well, no, absolutely.
you
Well,
also-
she was the one who
But
was able
she
to get it done.
the one who was able.
To get Trump's
But see,
attention,
that's
right.
the thing. That's the sad part about it. So look at it now. All of the other people that's in situations like that, if they don't have a celebrity to look into
is true.
their
That's
situation, then guess what? They're going to still be there.
No doubt.
That's
no
true.
Doubt. That's the
So for them
But-
to
but
say
it's-
that they
but
want to
that's
do
just
this
about
every
one thing-
year, come
but
on
one-
now.
That's just about
why
anything
not-
in life, though. Nowadays, it's not what you know; it's who you know.
Exactly.
What are you trying to say, country? Because
What
I know
I
we
was
keep
saying,
cutting
what
you
I was
off.
going to say, one of the things that it is doing, though, it is sparking a conversation. You
Amen.
got to acknowledge
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
I hope it's sparking a conversation, not a
Rarely
conversation.
has a president
confrontation.
rarely has a president, especially with the exception of Barack Obama,
That's
rarely
true.
has a president in the last umpteen years acknowledged that the criminal justice system needs some type of reform.
Good point.
I mean, when you think about it, especially
that's what-
fake Republican. Now, yes, this is a deal with the devil. Let's keep
Right.
it real. Let's keep it
Business,
real. This
baby.
is a
You pick-
deal with the
Man.
devil.
Hey, but you got to deal with the devil sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
we
true.
still got to keep working for systematic change. I mean,
Exactly.
but
And
she
the
got-
thing
she got
is,
the
it's
one lady
like,
off.
you know what he said the other day to the NFL players. Look,
And,
you know,
and I think it was in NBA. I thought it was.
NBA. Look, if you're not gonna stand, come to me with people that you think has been mistreated by the system, and I'll have my it
I'll
goes
look
back to
into
the
their
point.
situation.
No, he said instead of kneeling,
Yeah,
just come tell
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. It goes back to the
Man,
point, but it
really?
also takes
Come on.
away from
Come on.
why
It's
Right.
still.
Kaepernick was leaving.
No,
That's
Yeah,
right. You
but
still deterring the
but
situation.
it's
Come on,
enabled.
shit.
It's enabled the conversation. At the very least, it has enabled the conversation, and that is
I mean-
important.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we take look for what it's worth. We take it, but I mean, it's not enough though.
Right.
We're not going to act like it's enough.
Yo, before we close, unfortunately, I close our hot topics. We'll come right back
That ain't
with
no hot
Sharice.
topic.
Sharice in there, but we'll be remiss if we don't talk about the apparent suicides that took place the last two. Of course, we talked about what's my lady's name?
Kate
Kate
Spade,
Spade, and then the other one, the chef. What's his name?
Anthony
Anthony
Bourdain.
Bourdain.
Yeah, so if you're going through problems, please call. There's a lot of people that can help you. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Life chat line. It's at 1-800-273-8255. If you're having problems, don't just sit there and die. Anyway, do your thing. Yo,
Or
we
call me. I have
Hello?
been known to really. write
Again, that
days.
suicide
I'm
number is
serious. This is some serious stuff.
1-800-273-8255. We come right back with the beautiful Sharice is in the building. Commissioner Crawford is in the building herself. She's going to enlighten us on some things. The whole voting thing that's about to happen right now. The whole
That's right.
election's coming up.
So you just mentioned they suicides and just kept going.
Right. Oh, no. I don't want people
I
to
thought we
die.
were going to talk about it. Okay, all right.
No, we can talk more about it during your segment. Sorry. Just joking. Yo, give us a call at
So you know what? It just got
202-656-1
short. I ain't wanna hear
bar.
Take one real message, y'all.
I just be smoking up dope, chill. All of my diamonds are froze. Louis down to my toes. I took my body stove. Look at my legs shine. Look at my wrist shine. Chill. My diamond mom made you fly. Chill. Let him in 5 out of 10. smoking on dope, chill. All of my diamonds are froze. Ooh, Louis down to my toes. I took my body stone. Look at my neck shine, chill. Look at my wrist shine, chill. Fuck up his 2 times, chill. Pussy with 2 5. Ooh, no I cannot lie. Ooh, look at my neck shine, chill. Look at my wrist shine. I think I got too high. Chill. Look at my neck shine. Could you got close so I got more eyes? Just put on the love, yeah, got my new club. Any on kilo, y'all not both sides. Pop a hole that day, I can't smash her. Ass a little bit that day now. Hella bust it up, we gotta do it all FaceTime. Looking at the pot, I put it in daytime. Ooh, look at my wrist, I'm like, ooh, yeah. Just on my dick on the edge. The cold, so you know, yeah, yeah. Different come down that bed. Ooh, over me, not right, oh. Right wrist, so wet, look like the ocean. Ain't no can't be talk, don't like the fuck. Little pump, stay right, game like a post. Wow, look at my neck shine. Look at my wrist shine, chill. My diamond mom make you fly, chill. Let it been fall by the time, ooh. I just be smoking on dope, chill. All of my diamonds are froze, ooh. Louis down head to my toes. I took my body stone.
Listen to me now, I'm lasting 20 rounds. And if you want me, then come on get me now. Is you with me now? Then biggie bounce. I know you dig the way I switch my style. People sing around, now people gather round, now people jump around. Get your freak on, 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 get your freak on. People you don't know, me and Timberland been hot since 20 years ago. What the me, shorty, put it on me. Please, I be going ham, shorty upgrade from below. Them niggas tipping good, girl, but I can make it fly. Cause I walk around with pockets that are bigger than my butts. Rain, rain, go away, that's what all my haters say. My pocket's stuck on overload, my rain never evaporates. No need to elaborate, most of these ducks exaggerate. But I'ma get money, nigga, every day stunting, nigga, ducks might get a chance after me. Bitch, I'm ballin' like I'm coming up a free throw. Skip the head of the game, no cheat code. Lambo, Roscoe, no street code. Cause your booty got me lost like Nemo. Go, 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 go on and do your dance. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Go. Go on and do your dance. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Go, 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 go on and do your dance. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Go, go on and do your dance. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Go, go on and do your dance. And I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Go. Girl, I see you in the map about them G's. Chinchilla on your back, I wanna know your name. Girl, don't you stop, I can blow your brains. Put you in the chameleon, no foe range. Still sexy when you smoke that flame. Jerking like a chicken when you throw that thing. She got me hotter than the oven, the way that she talk. Switching the freaky, so I'm loving the way that she walk. You looking good, girl, you wanna be in pictures. Listen to me, I see your big, I was sky high. Taking you up to the crib in the shot, and every time I see your thighs, I cry when I drive by. Watching you should be a thrill, got the fellas on some Johnny Gill, steady screaming, my. Walking the car with the fellas, they're picking the dog. Kicking it on the couch, when I'm six and par. I can see your beauty on the big screen. I can see me freaking you with whipped cream. I can see you on stage at the awards with a dress better than Jennifer's and doing big things. Kick it with me, I can mow your life. You look good, girl, show you right. Drake told me you the prototype. I can make you a celebrity overnight. Play something these pros are like. Drive whips, I know they like. Twister, you told her right. I can make you a celebrity overnight. Give you ice like Kobe, right? We sorta like Goldie, right? The way we mow them right. I can make you a celebrity overnight. Play something these pros are like. Drive whips, I know they like. Twister, you told her right. I can make you a celebrity overnight. Give you ice like Kobe, right? We sorta like Goldie, right? The way we mow them right. I can make you a celebrity overnight. You want fame, we can take that path. Candlelights when you take a bath. You got such a sensational ass. I'ma get you Jimmy Choo and Mark.
Here we go. Welcome back to WLVS. You are tuned into the open bar. I'm in the lounge. Salute. I'm in the lounge today. We got a full house tonight, but I'm in the lounge with the very awesome Commissioner Sharice Crawford, and she's running for committee state woman. So let's give her some love tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Listen, I want to get a lot of information out to everybody.
Absolutely.
Now you want to be your cousin. Don't do it. Listen, so
Hey, cousin.
just to get a lot of information out to the people right now.
Yeah.
Tell us what the position is, and like how many positions is it, and you're running for which one? And
Absolutely. So we are. Once I want to thank you guys again for having us. Again, my name is Sharice Crawford, Ward 8 resident, born and raised in Washington.
Everybody know you.
Native Washingtonian for those who don't know me. And I'm also someone that's been very engaged in policy. This will be my third term being elected to public office. Currently, I'm an advisory neighborhood commissioner in Congress Heights, which is the area I serve, about 2,000 residents, where we advise on policy, we advise on legislation for the council, we advise the mayor's office, and you name the agency in the District of Columbia on the issues impacting local community. And so this position is a step above to give us a voice on the national committee for the Democratic Party. Okay. And so the state committee represents the entire Washington, D.C., and we're on the at-large, which means that you can live anywhere in Washington, D.C., you can vote anywhere in Washington, D.C., and my name will be on the ballot on the at-large committee woman side.
Now, if you are to win this seat, and we expect that you're going to win this seat,
thank you. Absolutely. With all of your help.
So where you going to be operating out of? Like your offices or your base will be where?
That's a great question. I haven't gotten that far in the process. I told everybody I'm just learning about this process. The party before, there have been some active members, but not active enough to really get the word out about what the party
how it
does
really goes and all that.
How it functions. And so I find myself learning as I go, and I invite all of you to learn with me through the process.
But you will have some power though to make some changes and make some adjustments.
We'll be able to put issues on the table to vote on them.
Stuff that matters to the
citizens. Stuff that matters. As a matter of fact, one of the issues we just talked about on One Love Massive was about police reform and how do we make sure that the chief of police is not just an appointed position, but that it's an elected position, one, or that the council approves the chief, so that way there's more transparency in our Metro Police Department.
And then they will be more responsible in a sense to the citizens through the council, knowing that they have to get the approval. Also.
Absolutely, knowing that there's greater accountability, and this one person isn't just answering to one person, which makes it biased. We're also looking at statehood. What does that mean? What does it mean? 85% of voters voted yes for statehood in the election. I believe it was 2008. If I'm not mistaken, and
we still can't get it,
and it hasn't happened because our party hasn't done a great enough job with electing candidates around the country that want to see DC have statehood as well. Wow. So it's not about our city; it's about helping out in Virginia. It's about helping out in Maryland. It's about helping out in Las Vegas and all other red states to
building
turn
the whole
them blue.
Democratic, okay.
Absolutely, because they're the ones that are going to be voting on statehood when it happens to actually
when
make
it's time for it to
bring it to fruition.
Okay, awesome. So now let me ask you this: I can tell you're passionate about a lot of different issues. Whether it's police brutality or whether it's the youth and stuff like that. You're into a lot of those different things. Once you get elected, what's going to be one of the number one things you really want to make sure that we're having a conversation about? What's the most passionate issue that you feel? Is it police brutality? Is it economic?
I think I'm going to have to say education reform.
Okay.
We need to throw the whole system away and start over. And that's extreme version of that.
Very nice.
But the more I guess diplomatic way of saying is that voting on new strategies and how we educate in our system.
Because DC is kind of all over the place. We got charter schools from everybody starting charter schools. It's random. It's
absolutely
broken, disjointed. It's nothing. And the kids are just 10 years going down the drain through these schools, and then the school don't.
You did see Eastern Ramblers today, by the way.
And you saw the Balloon Nights too. Wait a minute. I am also a Balloon Night. Let's talk about that. And go all caps. Congratulations to all of you.
Don't do that. I mean, I say that because when we grew up,
high schools,
our elementary schools still exist, right?
Yeah.
These kids can leave elementary school and their school just gone, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even exist anymore. So, like I said, it's kind of
there needs to
more
be
of a money making thing versus
process. After I believe I'm going to say 9th grade, students need to enter into some sort of apprenticeship-like training and skill set where they're solely focusing in on one specific area, so that regardless of whether or not you're matriculating to higher education or if you're going to decide to select a trade, is that you're diverse in backgrounds and all knowledge. Students need to learn how to file taxes. They need to understand debt to income ratio. They need to understand really the wealth gap and what does that mean to all of us.
Well, that's what some of the charter schools are doing
right now today.
My sisters. That's my cousin.
Isn't that what some of the charter schools were doing in the city, though?
So we have to look at those programs because charter boards are governed independently by their boards, and a lot of times where we've had issues of bullying in the school, which is also a part of that reform. When parents brought the bullying issues to the table, they were shut down. In some cases, these are parents that were barred from schools on charter boards, and so because we weren't able to find specifically who's running the boards and how do you get the majority vote and X, Y, and Z, it needs to be reformed from a policy level.
And it seems like a lot of it is just not a lack of unity, no kind of cooperation with each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's kind of on their own page.
Absolutely, especially on the charter board. The charter boards are on their own page because they saw that DC public schools were already on their own page and doing whatever it was.
The city's
that was
on
happening.
their own page.
And so they wanted to remain independent, and so they go create these boards. And I'm a product of both DC public schools and DC charter schools. So I've seen how both of them function from the inside as a student and now from the outside as a concerned citizen first, and secondly as an elected official in my district.
Very, very, very nice. Okay, so
Wow.
real quick. So Tuesday's the big day,
Yes.
but early voting has already begun, right?
Early voting is happening right now at a precinct near you.
If you're a resident in DC anywhere in any district,
Not just
you
a
can
resident, but a registered voter.
register. You gotta be registered to vote.
Yes.
Absolutely, they can vote for you, right?
Absolutely.
And so, how does early voting work, real quick? So,
Early voting is easy because there are not a lot of people there. On Tuesday, you want to get there now because Tuesday it is going to be lines wrapped around buildings.
because everybody's going, that's the big day, right?
That's the main day. It's the last day. And so early voting is easy. You can go to any location. So whether or not you could live in Ward 1 and work in Ward 2, you can go to any one of those locations and vote for our entire slate. Regardless of what ward you're in, you're going to see Dump Trump on the ballot next to their names. And so you want to make sure you're voting Dump Trump all the way down ballot.
All right.
And when you
I
get
know
to
that's right.
the at-large committee portion, you want to vote. You want to make sure you select next. That's a very important thing, which is also a part of the problem that we're going to acknowledge on the state committee is how our electoral college is being ran and why next is even a part of the
That's a big
ballot.
one.
Before not next, but I'm sorry, more. Before you go to next. So you make sure you select more on the ballot so you can see page 2, myself, Sharice Crawford, Chioma. You're going to see Ty Kinlow. You're going to see Sequinley. And on the third page, you're going to see Molly and Janice Lewis.
So just don't do the first page and close it out.
Yes.
Make sure you hit more.
Skip
go all the way
page
down.
1 altogether on the at-large.
Get all the way down to the Sharice Crawford page, right?
Skip page 1, go to page 2 where you're going to see my name, Sharice Crawford, and then page 3, you want to vote for all 7 of us. And again, the others are not that complicated because in the at-large slate is where you can vote for more than one candidate. Actually, there's up to 7 candidates you can vote for.
Okay, for sure. Before we leave, really quickly, how do people connect with you?
Yes. Please connect with me, guys. Connect with me at Crawford at Large. Okay, on all platforms, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Instagram, hashtag Crawford at Large. If you're gonna be social medializing about this event tonight, which I'm hoping you do, so we can
share
all
some of
stay
your stuff. We
in
have to share some stuff.
Yeah. Or you can use Action We Need, right? Or you can use Now We Vote. Whatever rings a bell for you. We have a few of them out there because we know different things work for different people. But we want to find you out there. We want to respond to you. We want to keep you involved in the conversation because this isn't just about me being elected. No, this is we're being elected. Come on, just so you guys know is that I'm including you all in this process because it's one that I've never explored before, and 2, it's very impactful for all of our lives. And so we're going to the at-large state committee. We're going to the national committee. We're letting them know these are issues we're bringing to the table that cannot be ignored.
Come on now. Commissioner Sharice Crawford, everybody. Come on, clap your hands.
That's my cousin. Her mom and my mom, my sisters. Her mom and my mom, my sisters.
And I want her mother phone number since her mother.
We all the way in
My mama-
here.
My mom, my sisters.
Thanks, my
I
mom.
want her mother
Thank
phone
you guys for
number
this
from him.
platform and everybody tuning in online.
Because
I can't
his
wait to
mother-
see who's out there. But again, this is a critical election. You know, they're counting voter numbers all the way down ballot.
Come on, for sure.
And everything matters.
Thank you for coming tonight. Hang around for the rest of the show.
Thank you, absolutely.
Just sit in for a few more minutes.
I appreciate it.
Yo, that's what's up, yo. Her mom and my mom are sisters, by the way.
Yes, cousin Ron.
Yo, we'll be right back. We come right back with some love, sex, relationships.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're gonna talk
I got the good past over here.
Yeah,
Whipping it out.
we're gonna talk about the biggest downfall of most relationships.
What the downfall?
The biggest downfall.
The biggest downfall of most relationships.
And we have
Whipping it out.
newlywed couple in here just for that, right?
That's right.
We got a newlywed couple in.
Whip
Yeah,
it
we
out.
gonna
Give us a
ride on
call
it
at
every time we
202
Whip it out.
656 1 bar. Be right back with some love, sex, and relationships.
And whip it out.
Shots, roll with a host of bars. When this banana clip pack 75. Dishing out shots, roll with a host of bars. This banana clip pack 75. Dishing out shots, roll with a host of bars. When this banana clip pack 75. Dishing out shots, roll with a host of bars. This banana clip pack 75. Dishing out shots, roll with a host of bars. When this banana clip pack 75. Dishing out shots, roll with a host of bars. This banana clip pack 75. Dishing out shots, roll with a host of bars. When this banana clip pack
up in some dro, lounging with my thugs, super dudes pull up, ringing shots, they feel my nigga buzz, full of rage because this dude done bang a day in his life. We would celebrate his graduation at too late at night. Tears down my face, okay, my nigga Susan did the killing. Was that nigga Ace from the VO, let the club grinning, feeling like you missing off on clientele in the streets. Loaded on my heat, dry down on the crips and smoke them deep.
Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75. Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75. Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75. Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75.
Stay on till the morning, I was joning off of all the blow. Who there he go? I stuck my man, my mind is gone. Unlock Chevy dope, put the tech up on my polo draws. Straight up man of bro. First and love shit what this nigga thought. Take it home in like one easy bitch. You done lost your mind, get him with the eye. One to Chevy before cops arrive. On the highway line, back to Anderson, punctured by the train. Paranoid blunt blaze, for my nigga crying, screaming dang.
Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75. Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75. Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75. Dishing out shots, don't give a host of bars. Banana clip, pack 75.
Look at Lebanon James coming in.
Welcome back to WLVS Radio. Tune into the open bar.
Salute.
All
you
need
is a briefcase now. All you need is a purse.
on the Cadillac Margarita.
Tito, will you get it right for him again? Salud.
Anyway, of course, we sipping on the
Salud.
Cadillac Margarita made with our choice of Jose Cuervo tequila, splash of triple sec, and a splash of Grand Marnier and sweet and sour mix for
You
your
be
taste.
changing all them names up.
Yeah, then he jack him up.
Did I jack
Like
him
he
up?
had a flat
right,
tire.
Yo,
We know what you're talking about.
Jack Master.
Just like he had a flat tire.
that flat tire. You check out shirts out. My boy right here, Country is Rocking. You can order these shirts online at Open Bar Tuesdays at gmail.com. Part of the proceeds to benefit the people of Puerto Rico.
To the Hercules.
Yo, we got a goal of $5,000. Help us do that. Of course, I say every
We
segment
at
is my favorite
$9.95.
segment. And this is my absolute favorite segment. It's our love, sex, and relationships. The love guru himself is in the building. I don't know where all these fruit flies came from all of a sudden.
Yeah, man.
You and these fruit.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Pastor, what we going to talk about again?
Salud. We're talking about, man, the biggest downfall to most relationships. The biggest downfall, because I think people have a variety of things that they blame for why relationships don't work. And typically it's always somebody else in the relationship.
Sorry. These fruit flies are killing us.
Is it real?
Yeah.
You think we had a whole goddamn farm up here with some
Niggas had some
watermelons
gnats
and
up here.
cantaloupes and shit.
And it's not one piece of fruit in
This
the room.
triple sack up here doing a whole lot. I see. Got a whole lot of damn
He's
flies.
seeing stuff that ain't even there.
Now,
Is it just me?
because of my experience,
No, it's
in
not
a-
just you.
Because of my experience in a watermelon field, I barely feel them.
Tell it, country. They don't bother you.
They
Country.
don't bother me.
But the country is like the people, that commercial with the
Stop
Ethiopians
it.
and the flies be on there. That's country. He
Oh,
only
yeah.
came-
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
on.
Anyway,
That ain't
Give
bad.
love to my Ethiopian brothers and sisters.
Back,
Don't
back,
do that.
back to your segment, Pastor. You
Yeah,
said
yeah.
the downfall.
To relationships, people tend to blame have a lot of reasons they call for why a relationship doesn't work. It's typically blamed on the other person, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
Because people they never
'Cause I do no wrong.
Exactly. Most people
Even though I've
really
been
see
married
it that
8
way.
times. But I'm just saying.
No,
Well, damn.
the irony is most people really believe that it's somebody else.
Well,
why
somebody
isn't
told me a long time ago. When I went through a bad breakup when I was real young, and he told me a long time ago, if you spend too much time feeling sorry for yourself, you'll never come back. And you'll never evolve beyond that. And he told me, he said, the thing you want to do, you don't want to look at yourself as being a victim, but you want to take what your experiences, and you want to kind of learn from that, become a better person.
Take it and get
And
better.
that's what was told to me.
No, absolutely. Now listen, that's legit, right? But the stage before that, the part before you get there.
Yeah.
See, the idea is that most people believe that people are in a relationship with them just to please them.
Yeah.
That's the real problem. That you think a person chooses to date you because you're so worthy of them.
That's not true.
Like you. No, exactly. Like you're not really worthy. Like if you be honest, we don't deserve a person dedicating their life to us. I mean, what have you done to really earn that? You know. So again, it's give and take. You got two people sacrificing. You got both people giving of themselves in a way where they don't necessarily have to, which is going to take us to a deeper point because I want to talk about the biggest downfall, right? Okay. So just to pull the rabbit all the way out of the hat, you know, the biggest downfall is that people in a relationship are always looking to see what you are going to do for them. In other words, they're always concerned about what they're going to get out of it.
Wow.
Not me.
In other words, you're never worried about your spouse's true happiness.
Right.
Only to the degree that it's going to get them in a shape where they can make you happy. It's like, I want you happy enough to make me happy.
Yeah.
But I'm not really concerned about what you really want, what you really desire, what really hurts you, what really makes you feel good, or what turns you on. I'm more concerned about what turns me on.
That's true fact.
And most people operate in relationships like that, and it's the downfall. And the thing about it is that they don't ever see that being the root because it always comes out like they just don't love me enough. Because if they love me, they would do everything I tell them to do the way I want them to do it, and there wouldn't be any arguments. We could get along. So how many felt like that, right? You felt like we could get along so much better if you just do what I'm telling you to do.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't want
people
that.
say that.
Who wants that?
I don't want that.
Come on now, who wants that?
If you just do what I'm telling you to do, we could get along.
Nah, who
No.
wants that? As a female, let me just say this real quick. Now, as a
If
female,
you just leave me the
it's a
fuck
lot
alone,
of
I'm
people.
good.
Well,
It's
see,
a
there
lot
you go
of
again.
people-
Say again, but that's kind of selfish though, also.
But a lot of people don't look at it like that. Now, come on now. In all actuality, if you have somebody that you know that you bond with and y'all are right here with each other,
Right.
it does not matter. You can stay in the house with each other all day and walk past each other and not say nothing to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's that bond that y'all have. Just because y'all, what makes it, I want to know, what makes the relationship like, if just because you in a house together and you in a relationship means y'all got to constantly be like this? Yeah. Y'all got to constantly be, baby.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Stacey,
Away from me.
But a lot of people don't feel that. What I'm saying is the comfort zone. You know this is your man, right?
Yeah.
So guess what? I don't have to keep on
looking for validation.
Looking for a validation
Okay, but
day
Stacey,
after
so Stacey,
day after day, because we are here.
No, I agree with
Whatever
you.
we go through, we are here.
But no,
We in
I
the
agree with
house
you having an
every day.
understanding. You can have an understanding with the person that you're with, and y'all could be locked in and all that. That's fine, right? I agree with that. The idea though is that most people in a relationship though are more concerned about what they want and what they feel and what hurts them and what they desire, rather than the other person.
That's what I'm saying. So my thing
Is this thing on?
Yes, it is.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be left in politics, but this is a very important conversation.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
I have it right now.
Yes, it is.
And so I'm going to just share a perspective and I really want to put a question out there.
Okay.
To say, when do you decide that this is something that that's being imposed on you, or something that you should be exploring further? Right? Like, everybody has an agenda, their own kind of motive, if you will, right?
Right.
And when do you decide that there's someone that's chosen you, but you haven't fully chosen them?
Right.
And so they're imposing themselves on you, or either they could be imposing on you, right?
Yeah.
Or they could be growing on you. Or can you grow on someone?
No. I think that first I think it is possible to grow on to somebody, or somebody grow on you, or you. I think that's possible, right? I don't know if that's a recipe for success, but I would say this imposing is what exactly it becomes, because people under the guise of I have needs, and if you can't give me what I need to move on. You know, that sounds honorable and it sounds, righteous, but really it's really selfish. And it's the reason why people don't succeed in relationships, because you cannot be 100%. Self-love doesn't mean that you 100% care only about you and not about the person you say that you love.
Gotcha. Pastor. So, hold on. So I have my opinion on this.
Okay.
And mine opinion.
Who cares about your opinion? You're married
everyone
now.
Does. Everyone remembers me. The law guru with Tito Castro. Hashtag the Castro Law Firm.
Nice.
But my opinion is about this is that I had a daughter before I met my wife.
Get out.
Right?
Sorry.
So
Did you?
Stop.
I was selfish before I had my daughter.
Right.
When I had my daughter, that's when I knew how to be unselfish.
That taught you that.
It wasn't a choice. It was like, she needs it, she got it.
Exactly.
And when I found her, that's when I knew that she was special because whatever she needed, the way my daughter needed something, I got it.
You felt that same way.
It wasn't a pain. It's not a. It's an unselfishness. When you feel that unselfishness towards someone,
No, I think if a person can draw that out of
you,
you,
feel selfish to somebody, that's when you know that it's real because and I juxtaposed it to my daughter because I would do anything for her.
Wow.
And I would do anything for her.
Sure.
And that's how I know because some people like I would do most things, but I'm not gonna do everything for you.
Yeah.
But once you find someone where you do everything for,
that's
that line when you find it.
You came very close to putting it in perfect words. I think that's the kind of the winning recipe. Yeah, that's the winning recipe. You know what I'm saying? To be in a place where you feel, first of all, you have a personal desire to want to be selfless towards that person, right?
Really?
Don't get me wrong. It's a burden. Either way, my daughter, it's a burden of
course it is.
But I have to struggle to make sure she got what she needs.
Wow.
So it's a burden upon me to make sure she has it.
Of course it is.
Not that it's a burden in a negative way, but it's a burden that as a provider.
And before we go around the room real quick and get everybody's opinion on it, one of the things I always teach in my relationship seminars is that most people treat their cell phones better than they treat the person they love. They say they love.
Talk about it.
Like straight up, like
Yes, they do.
Like they protect it. They will walk around and they will coddle it. They would not let it drop. I mean, they will. If the thought of the phone getting hurt is like that's the end of the world, right?
If they had a white protector like we had screen protectors, I would get it.
No, absolutely. And so the idea is, even when the phone is not working right, when you can't get connection, you will walk around to a good spot and try to find and get. And you are so patient.
You see it.
You never throw your phone.
You see it though.
Hey, Pastor, remember when we was at Ron party and the phone dropped and we was like,
everybody was like,
no.
Pass.
I'm telling you,
Talk about phone and you maintain.
No, well, I'm saying, but people take care of their cell phones.
That's right.
Better than say this to your,
and that's
to your
the
point.
truth.
Chitty, I hope you take care of your cell phone better than you do your woman.
He crazy. But to your point, PDO, to your point,
your woman better than your cell phone.
5 minutes. Oh, to your point, women sometimes the way we treat our cell phones, a lot of times women, when we do that to women, they think it's controlling. Do y'all agree with that? Y'all
treat
think
my woman better
we're
than my
controlling?
cell phone.
You know,
we know
controlling.
that.
Yeah. No, you know what? I would say this. Listen,
home,
it may
the cell
come off
phone is
somewhat
over there.
sometimes like
That's where
that.
it is.
And you got to be careful because some people will be manipulative and controlling under the guise of it's because I care for you. You know what I'm saying? So people can mask manipulation under I care for you.
About last week.
Exactly. So you don't want to slip under that. But I think that's a good thing. I think there's a lot of women and men versa that will love a person who is very not clingy but very attentive. Yeah. Like, are you
nowadays?
Good? Are you all right?
I'm gonna say that
Do you
nowadays.
need something? You know what I'm saying? Making sure you good. Stacey.
Okay. You like that, did?
Like
that's
that.
respect. Learn that. Okay, thank you. Now, Pastor, what I got to say is,
okay.
There, that right there. Nowadays, I think when you find somebody, don't laugh.
They want to be attentive.
3:00. Yeah. When you find somebody these days that really, I ain't where I want to be on this Cadillac Margarita. We're going to talk about that later. But when you get there with somebody who you really are into or what have you, I know me, myself, personally, I have been a victim. I'm going to say victim. We all have been victims of the game.
Oh, yeah?
My sisters, we right here, my cousin, my sister right there, we know.
Yeah.
We females.
For sure.
Honey babies, before this thing here, yeah, you did it. You ain't got to cover your ears, honey.
Facts.
Hubby, you ain't got to cover them because this was before
Facts.
you. And
It's all good.
But we have always been known to be real susceptible to what guys say to us. We've always have been known to really listen to he's spilling you some old bullshit or whatever in your ear, right? So let me tell you this. I have always been in long-term relationships, but I've always heard those that in your ear, out the ear. So I grew up around guys like I told you. So I already know, right?
Right.
I know all the lines because I heard my brothers and cousins saying this same shit on the phone back then on the landline. So I've heard all this. So that's my thing. So I really, it makes it hard for me, even though I know. So it made it hard for me coming up in the older years to really believe that a guy, when he's really telling you
he
that
cares about you and he
cares for you, man, you are beautiful. You are this, that. Even though you may know it, but to hear it from a guy, it takes you a longer time to adjust to him saying that, to believe that he is true in what he's saying.
No.
So sometimes, and it makes it harder these days, is what I'm saying. It makes it harder for a woman to believe that because you have so many guys telling you.
You're right, because I lied every time and told her.
You know what I'm saying?
I lied every time.
See, thank you. Prime example. That's a prime example. So with me, I will be like this. Bullshit. Nah, man, I don't want to hear the bullshit. But then when you be numb to it, it makes them kind of in a certain way because...
Now listen, I get what you're saying, and I will say this for relationships today, you're talking about today, that there's a lot of people who miss good people because of this whole thing, right? Because women sometimes are skeptical, and when a guy come and he really pour himself out, a woman be like this, BS, right? And so what she really saying is, let me see if he gonna keep doing it. He ain't just saying this right now for the moment.
But how do we know?
But the thing is, sometimes you shut a dude down and he be like, dang, I was trying to be straight with her. She came for me. She just like was like she didn't believe me. And he moves on, right? So it's like sometimes that causes people to miss each other. But I do understand what you're saying. I think
I got that.
It is
but if it's after that first time,
sword. Because you have to know who you are and where you are in life in order to meet a man and be like, look, I got 2 rules. Don't play me and don't play with me.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And when you present that off the break, off the second, don't try to play me. If you like girls, if you dating a lot of people, just like talk to me.
Right.
And that's the thing. Guys get nervous and scared to communicate their truth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And then when you don't do that and you manipulate the situation to profit yourself,
right,
then you put the women at a disadvantage.
And you set it up to fail.
That's what you're doing.
And you set it
so
up to fail.
when they feel some sort of way, it's because you've set that up. So don't play with me. Because we don't have to play the game, but don't play with me. Don't play me. Don't have me out here looking crazy and silly. Right. If you dating 5 multiple, just talk about it. Let's talk.
No, for sure.
But
are you gonna still stick around? That's the problem.
Yeah, because we're gonna talk about what we both doing at that point. Because then I feel comfortable to share my truth.
Unfortunately, we get in a helicopter right now from the engineer. So I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and give your closing remarks, and then we're gonna have to wrap up the show. And you always get great topics. This is the day when we run short on your segment.
I know, but when do you learn? One question though, I want to know, when do you learn to really trust your mate? I mean, if you don't trust them,
if you shouldn't be your mate if you don't trust them.
Listen to what I'm saying though. Okay, you can be in a situation. Come on now, it's certain things that you can go through, and you can question things, but you know for sure. But you want to know, okay, how long is it going to take for me or for you to realize that this is what it is? It's not what you think it is, but you got a trust level, but you have, I don't care what, you're going to have an inkling of something, mistrust in some part of something.
I'm going to give you.
So when do you?
I'm going to give you a good gauge, right? That will help.
How long, you know what I'm saying? I'm
going to give you a good gauge for really like understanding the whole trust issue, right? The first thing is that this is for everybody, male, female, everybody, no matter what age or stage you at, all right? Everybody has to make sure that you're working on your own personal healing, right? Like we all have traumas, we have experiences that shape us, right? And we become certain ways, whether it's fearful or even forceful, and neither are really good, right? It's it's better to just be fearless. But so whatever has happened to you and made you this way or that way, some of us are too high strung, some of us are too played down, and you have to heal, or what I call it, regulating, right? So if you work on your healing and regulate yourself, get yourself to a healthy place, that's the first thing. Yes. The next thing is everybody has got to understand that trust should never just be given. should always be built and earned.
Wow.
Built and earned. And
right.
if everybody started that way, like we ain't even starting off trusting each other. I don't trust you, you don't trust me, and we good with that. But we build it step by step. That's key.
Yo, thank you so much. You tell us we run out, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you say
and let go of the baggage, man.
Let go of the baggage.
So I mean, healing, get to the healthy place.
Let go of the
You can never
baggage.
go forward if you stay talking backwards.
Yo, we had a great show. Pastor, his book is out there. The new book. He don't want the religious
Love
book.
Rework.
Love Rework is the old book. You can get that on. He's here every Tuesday, by the way. Stacey, we love you, baby.
Miss Stacey Tyson, everybody.
Stacey
She about that lash light.
Sharice, we miss you.
Commissioner Sharice Crawford is in the house.
And shout out to our newlyweds.
She been on the
Congratulations,
campaign.
guys.
The
It has
legal
been
guru.
intense.
Right.
It's been an intense process, so we definitely need you guys to show up to volunteer,
you.
to early vote,
Yeah.
to support what's
coming to
happening
Oregon.
because this is a movement for us and by us. What happened to FUBU?
We're gonna put that all online. Yo, thank you
The
to our
new FUBU
studio
is over
audience
here.
tonight.
I see your audience
Did
sisters
I
and girl.
think-
Hey,
Miguel
That's
and
my,
family
that's
in the
my
house
publicist
tonight.
and my manager, baby. There they go. They over there.
All right,
right.
put your drinks
See y'all
in the
next
air.
Tuesday.
Put your drinks
All
in the
right.
air. Salud.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Got the club going up on the Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and shit.